DTC CONNECT how-to video. This video covers features in the DTC tool firmware version 2.0.9 and DTC CONNECT freeware version 2.1.0. The DTC is a highly versatile digital torque and angle wrench that functions in 5 modes of operation. In addition to track and peak modes, which measure torque, the DTC also has 3 modes of torque and angle measurement. The DTC offers torque to angle as well as torque and angle monitoring. Both of those modes of operation are for assemblies, and they provide significantly greater accuracy than measuring torque alone. Add to that, these modes of operation include the ability to discover errors that are not revealed when measuring only torque. For example, you can set the DTC to identify when an operator is tightening a previously tightened fastener. It can also detect changing joint conditions. You don't get that kind of error proofing with torque measurement alone. And for auditing on previously tightened fasteners, there's residual mode. There are 7 models of DTC starting with a capacity of 4 foot-pounds and climbing up to 250 foot-pounds. The models are all stated in capacities, and those capacities are all stated in foot-pounds. The 7 models are 4 foot-pounds, 5 foot-pounds, 25 foot-pounds, 75 foot-pounds, 80 foot-pounds, 150 foot-pounds, and 250 foot-pounds. Accurate to plus or minus 2% of indicated value, the DTC is the kind of wrench that quickly becomes an indispensable part of your tool crib. Part of what makes the DTC so valuable is how easy DTC CONNECT freeware makes programming the tool. And to get your copy of DTC CONNECT, simply complete and submit the warranty registration on the DTC CONNECT page of srtorque.com, and we'll send you a free copy of DTC CONNECT. Or ask your local Sturtevant Richmont torque expert. This video walks you through the 3 sections of DTC CONNECT freeware. Those sections are tool configuration, parameters, tool results log. We'll explain each section and how that section works. Once DTC CONNECT is installed on your computer, you'll double-click on the icon to launch the program. Use the USB mini cable that's shipped with the wrench to connect the wrench to your computer. It's important to use the cable that we ship with the wrench. There are other mini USB cables that won't fit quite as well, and the fit going into the wrench must be snug. Then you'll need to power on the wrench, and to do that you simply tighten the tailpiece. You'll see the tool display become backlit and the tool progresses through the power-up process. In the first step of the process, the gyro is zeroing and the instruction says, do not move the tool. On the shop floor, this section of the power-up cycle can be very quick, or it can take 2 or 3 seconds. Then you'll see the Sturtevant Richmont name and logo, and next the display changes to the tool capacity on the top line of the display, along with the tool firmware version, which will be located on the right-hand side of the display. The tool firmware version in this video is version 2.0.9. Once the power-up sequence is completed, the DTC will show the elements that you've chosen the operator to see. You do that in the tool configuration section of DTC CONNECT, and that's one of the first things that we'll be covering. In this case, we've established that we want the operator to see the mode of operation, the battery condition, the target torque, the units of measure, the direction in which the torque should be applied, and the P-set number. The key takeaway is that using DTC CONNECT, you control what the operator sees. Since the wrench is powered up, let's go back to logging into DTC CONNECT. In the DTC CONNECT display, you'll see the drop-down window for COM port. Click on the right-hand side of the window to view the COM port on which the tool is connected. At this point, you'll only see the COM port number. Click on Poll Port Names, and the computer reaches out to the wrench. You'll know that the connection has been made because you'll see the COM port and the tool capacity. Quick reminder, if you didn't power up the wrench, it won't connect to DTC Connect. And even if you've previously used DTC Connect to name your tool, when DTC Connect is identifying the tool during the connection process, the tool is always identified by its torque capacity. For this video, we're using a DTC 75 foot-pound model, and you can see that it's identified as a DTC 75. Click on Connect to Device, and DTC Connect will communicate with the wrench. At this point, you're ready to go to work in DTC Connect. We'll click on Tool Configuration to give you a view of what this section does for you. First of all, take a look at the top line that's just below the box outline. This provides important tool identification information for you. There's the tool model, the torque capacity, the tool serial number, and the tool firmware. This line can help you keep tabs on each of your DTC wrenches. Your copy of DTC Connect will talk to 1,000 DTC wrenches, one at a time. Let's swing down and take a look at the bottom of the screen where you'll see Edit Settings and Write to Tool. So we'll click on Edit Settings, and you can see that making changes to any of the settings is fast and easy. In this section of the freeware, you're determining what the operator can see and do in the wrench. If you want to change the units of measure, use the Tool Units dropdown. Want to name your tool? Simply type in the tool name in the text box for tool name. Displayed mode sets the mode of operation that's visible in the tool display. Over to the right, you'll see the box for tool modes. Check the box for the mode that you want to see displayed. If you leave a box unchecked, you won't see that displayed in the drop-down. Below the Tool Modes box is the Locked Status box. And if you want to prevent an operator from making changes to a P-set, check the box for P-sets locked. Displayed Features is an important box in that it is where you control what the operator sees on the display. It's always a best practice to strip away the things your operators don't need to see or use. Depending on your operational tempo, you may want to change the sleep delay time. The default is 240 minutes or 4 hours. Sleep mode conserves battery consumption, and you may want to change the sleep delay time to better fit with your workflow and your battery consumption. In the unit restriction, you'll control the units of measure that appear within the wrench. For example, if you only use the metric system, there's no need to have the imperial and standard industrial units of measure displayed in the wrench. Unclick the box by a unit of measure to make that unit of measure invisible in the wrench. In the Tool Modes section, there's a new feature that's available in DTC 2.0. And that's the View Event function. This allows you to scroll through the results log on the wrench so you can view fastenings without having to upload the results log to your computer. Once you've completed the tool configuration changes that you want, be sure to click on Save at the bottom of the DTC Connect display. And when you've saved those changes, click on Write to Tool. This is what drives the changes that you've made down to the tool level. If you don't write the changes to the tool, they won't be functional in the tool. This is another level of error proofing that we've added to the wrench. Changes are only made when you drive them down to the tool. If you take a look at the bottom of the display, you'll see that you can save the tool configuration to your computer. And if you've saved a tool configuration and want to use it, you can use DTC Connect to open the tool configuration and install it in another wrench. Once you've clicked on Write to Tool, use the back button in the upper left-hand corner of the display to return to the main menu. Let's click on Parameters to see what can be accomplished in this section. In the Parameters section, you have options. Click on Edit P-sets to get to the P-set screen. Click on New to create a new P-set. You can name that P-set, establish the mode of operation, set the minimum, target, and maximum torque values, and if you're using torque and angle modes, you can set the angle requirements. If you aren't familiar with the terms that are at the bottom of the screen, dwell time on the right is an adjustment that you can make to compensate for the amount of time it takes for ratcheting. If the fastening exceeds dwell time, it'll be designated as non-compliant. The ACT, A-C-T, is the auto clear time, and when you complete a fastening, the light pipes on the side of the wrench reach the green LED. That informs the operator that they can stop pulling. The tool also emits an acceptance tone. Auto clear time determines how long the wrench holds that green LED and acceptance tone. You can adjust that according to what makes the most sense for your operators. When you've completed the P-set, click on Save P-set. If you want to edit a P-set, simply click on the P-set that you'd like to change. And when you click on that existing P-set, you're taken to the P-set screen and everything can be changed as needed. You can delete old or unneeded P-sets, and remember, you can enter and manage up to 100 P-sets using DTC Connect. Click on Save P-sets to get back to the main P-set screen, and then be sure to write the P-sets to the tool by clicking on Write to Tool. Like tool configuration, you have the option to save P-sets to your computer, and once you've saved them, you can bring them back up for use at a later time. Use the back button in the upper left-hand corner to get to the main menu. Now we're going to go out on the shop floor and tighten some fasteners, and then we'll be back with the results. Because we disconnected the tool, we'll need to use the login process again. So now that we're logged in, let's take a look at the results log. And when you click on Tool Results Log, you'll get a complete history of results from the wrench that's connected. Everything's date and time stamped, and you get everything that you need to take a good look at what goes on with assemblies, auditing, or both. And like the rest of DTC Connect, this is completely customizable. The results log stores up to 1,000 results, and you can clear the memory and start over at any time. Files are downloaded from the wrench in a CSV format. That gives you complete freedom to save the data where you want. If you view the results from one wrench and then connect to a different DTC, when you click on Tool Results Log, you'll see the results from the wrench that is currently connected. It's important to note that DTC Connect doesn't save data to itself. It wasn't designed for that. Files that are resident in the wrench can be saved to your computer, but they can't be saved to DTC Connect. We've made DTC Connect simple and very easy to use. We've made it highly flexible so you can focus on the tasks that are most important to you. Have a DTC but don't have a copy of DTC Connect? Simply go to our DTC Connect page at srtorque.com and register your tool in the warranty program. We'll send you an email with a download link. Want to get a DTC into your plant to test out those error-proofing capabilities? Contact your local Sturtevant Richmont torque expert. Accurate, reliable, durable. Tools you trust from the engineering minds at Sturtevant Richmont.